Hello, this is a short review of Canyon Neuron 9 2021. I just make it because I personally was looking for this kind of review when you can see the components live, not just on the website, because when you buy this bike without any real shop, you kind of buy surprise of it, so you don't really know how it exactly will look like because you just see the rendered pictures on the website. For this purpose, and people who consider this bike, I just make this short review. So the bike arrived like this in this box. Let me remember. Yeah, it's called the bike guard on the website, and it indeed seems to be quite solid. UPS tried to deliver this box 3 times to my place, but they couldn't because I was absent, and it still seems to be quite fresh. So I guess all the reliability tests of this box are passed well. That looks promising. Canyon made a decent job to pack the bike well. You have a lot of bubble foam, rubber, paper. Everything seems to be quite good. So this is how the assembled bike looks, and as you might guess, the color is blue matte. I pretty like it, especially with the carbon frame where you don't have any welding parts here. None of the cables goes through the frame. It's a bit weird for the bike, which costs more than 3,000. And you have a small plastic part at the bottom of the frame. They call it protective part. Then you can see the cables just under the bottom bracket. I don't really know, but I hope it's not an exposed part, and it will be pretty safe here. When I read the reviews from the Canyon website, I noticed that some people complain that this bike is not equipped fully with XT. Yes, it has XT brake, rear and front. The front one even has 4 pistons, and yes, I can prove it. The back one doesn't, but I think it's not critical because still most of the effort goes on the front wheel. But the one thing which is not from XT series, this is the shifter actually. The shifter is SLX. Yes, and that's true, and I saw this in the full description of the components, and yes, I'm quite okay with it. This bike, you can see from the brakes, from the shifters, that of course it's quite price optimized. That's why you get really great components for this kind of money. The other side of the bike, close look on the every part, so you can just see and read yourself all the labels. Maybe one more thing to add. I set up the suspension to the nominal settings just according to my weight. What I can say is that both fork and rear shock, they have three distinguished modes. The locked one, it's really locked and you can cycle on the roads without any problems. And the middle one with a small displacement, when I was just cycling once on the bike on the snow, I mostly use this setting because it's quite good for some small little bumps. And the fully open when both shock and fork show all their capabilities.